everyone. My name is Annette, and I am at IUIU University. This is a Muslim-based university, but there are actually students I have met who are Christians. So I want to know, how does it feel to be a Christian in a Muslim university where most students are Muslims, and how do they adapt to such an environment if they've been going to Catholic schools? We have Paul here. Paul, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Who is a Christian, and he's going to tell us his experience at this university.
My name is Nadio Paul. I'm a year 3 law student and I serve as the Attorney General Guild. So my experience at IUIU as a Christian student has been it has been adventurous, whereby I've met Muslim students and it has changed my mindset, whereby at least before joining the Islamic University, of course we were studying in Christian schools, but we lacked a clear image of what the Islamic faith was. And as soon as I joined, I started adapting to practices. Really, I wanted a different kind of experience, whereby I could intermingle with the students of a different religious sect and get to know what is in that sect.
Oh wow! So, what are kind of the stereotypes or imaginations you had about Islamic schools or Islamic universities?
What I thought was that Islam, actually, I never understood what Islam meant. Because I always saw Muslims when they are saying that they are practicing this and such acts which are not good at all in society. So indeed, it was something that made me to yearn to enter the university, and on entering, I realized that however much there can be some kind of stereotype whereby you're a Christian, you can't contest for guild and so on, but at least you are accommodated within the leadership.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. But that's so interesting that, you can be part of the leadership. Well, you can't be the good president because you're not a Muslim, but at least you can be what?
Part of
The attorney.
yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting. So, have you been able to make friends with Muslim students, and how easy has it been for you to adapt in this culture?
Actually, I've met very many Muslim students, like they are my friends, and actually my best friend is a Muslim.
Oh, wow.
Indeed, we've been liaising and we've always solved our differences, however much we belong to different worlds of the mind. But at least we have been able to be friends, and almost the whole institution, whereby I freely mix with students from different sects, including Islam. So indeed, it has been a different kind of experience, and it has shaped me into a person who is at least not considering religion as one of the things that can make someone to be judged.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you come in later at any level, you're going to serve people of all religions, right? People of all cultures. So it doesn't matter. You can't say I'm serving Christians only. I'm serving Muslims. It doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing for people to mingle, understand how things are done, and even learn about the Islam culture. What are some of the things you've done to adapt easily?
First and foremost, as a legal advisor and as the Attorney General, I had to interface with very many people, and very many people had a lot of problems and issues about the law of fraternity, and therefore I had to give a possible remedy. So I've been meeting very many Muslims, and we have always been, as I told you, I done as a leader as well as a student. So as a student, I've been intermingling with Muslims, and we've been forming discussion groups. I think that has enabled me at least to have that sense that indeed I can be part of this community. Actually, it has shaped me to the fact that I have always told my fellow Christians that religion is something that was started, but during its being started, brotherhood is what is most paramount. And therefore, among us, we emphasize the sense of brotherhood and the originality that we are one person and we share almost the same blood, irrespective of the religion and tribe and so on. So this has shaped me that at least I'm able to talk to Christians and Muslims. I'm able to fit in the Muslim society. And another thing that I've done is, of course, as a Christian student, there are some subjects that I did not expect to do when I joined the Islamic University in Uganda, especially Arabic and Islam. Actually, we do Arabic and Islam as part of the units that we do, and they are compulsory. Indeed, at first I was scared and shocked. It was
To
my
study
first
Arabic.
oh God, but honestly speaking, I appreciated. So it was about a change of mindset. It is some kind of experience that you receive, especially when you join the university. So it is some kind of experience that you can get, and you need. Feel this is a university, and you have to do everything. You have to place your best feet forward. As far as intermingling with the other students is concerned. So. So, of course, the Islamic practices and cultures, some of them are allowed in our sect and they are embraced, and some are not. But regardless, when I'm acquiring education, I at least say education first. And if it means to intermingle with Muslim students and be my brothers and sisters and so on, it means I have to do my best and I do my part.
Wow. How easy was it for you to join this university?
Actually, it's a nice question because I was inspired by someone. I was inspired by a Christian to join this university.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
Wow.
So this Christian told me, was my opinion, he told me, you know what, there is a good law school somewhere. So you need to apply and you can be a good lawyer because we've been studying with you and you can make it. So now we went and we started. He told me you can go and apply. So when I applied, I realized that I thought maybe I could not be given first priority because I was Christian. I had that kind of doubt. But when I applied, they sent for me a message and they said, you know what, we've admitted you in law. So I felt happy that indeed it is a different kind of experience, and indeed I felt when I came to collect my admission, I realized that it is an accommodative institution. Yeah, because I was welcomed like any other person, which was different in my mindset. Actually, I expected another thing, maybe to be given like I'm being mistreated and so on, but it was a good experience that I received.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting. If somebody says this is a good law school, somebody giving a reference about the university, that's a good thing. And I'm happy that you've also experienced it and you've also loved it. Wow. So, what advice can you give to students who want to apply to law school or medical school here at this university, which has a Muslim foundation, but they have other religions? What advice can you give them?
The advice that I can give them is that the issue of education, I can start quoting Nelson Mandela, who said that education is the greatest weapon that can change the world. If you realize you're being recommended and it is something good that you need to go and get some kind of experience and learn, you can take over the opportunity. And given the opportunity that you've been given, you need to utilize the same. You need at least to place your best foot forward in it. You know what? Education is all about you watching the limits of your eyes and the limits of your legs, but never the limits of your overwhelming ambitious character. So at least you need to emphasize on that. And for Christian students, you leave the issue of stereotyping and Muslims should do the same. Let's intermingle. We are one blood and we are brothers and sisters. And I recommend that you can come to the institution. It has good facilities and good education system that can nurture you into competitive and responsible citizens of the country.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much for your time and everything. I really hope that you can enjoy this. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Bye.